If you're trying to decide between moving to Cincinnati or Columbus, I need you to hear this. One of these cities can give you a better quality of life, more value for your money, and a smoother transition into your next chapter. The other might leave you overpaying, commuting farther, or struggling to find that neighborhood feel you're truly looking for. In this video, I'm breaking down Cincinnati versus Columbus in the 7 categories that matter most: cost of living, job market, traffic, neighborhoods, schools, lifestyle, and real estate. And if you're thinking about relocating to Cincinnati, whether it's next month or next year, I'd love to help. I talk to buyers and relocation clients every single week, and I'd be happy to help you figure out if Cincinnati is the right fit for you. You can call, text, email, or click the link in the description to schedule a free one-on-one relocation call with me. I'd love to hear your story and help you make a confident move. Number 1, cost of living. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons people choose Cincinnati: affordability. The median home price in Cincinnati is currently around $250,000, while Columbus has jumped to around $300,000 as of early this year. Now, that $50,000 to $60,000 difference might not sound like much on paper, but it affects everything: your mortgage payment, down payment, property taxes, even what neighborhoods you can afford. And it's not just the homes. Cincinnati's overall cost of living is about 8% lower than Columbus. Gas, groceries, car insurance, even entertainment tend to run cheaper here. You'll also find less bidding war activity in Cincinnati, especially in the suburbs. Columbus is still red hot in certain zones like Dublin, Powell, and Hilliard, which means more competition, more cash offers, and more buyer frustration. So if you want more house for your money, a lower monthly payment, and less pressure, Cincinnati is going to be hard to beat. Number 2, jobs and economy. Now, when it comes to jobs, both cities have strengths, but in different sectors. Columbus is home to The Ohio State University, state government, and big tech. With Intel building its chip factory nearby, Columbus has definitely earned a spot on the national radar for tech expansion. But Cincinnati's job market is quietly powerful. They've got 9 Fortune 500 companies, including Procter & Gamble, Kroger, Fifth Third Bank, GE Aerospace, and Cintas. The business community here is strong, diverse, and full of long-term career potential in fields like marketing, logistics, engineering, and finance. We also have a growing startup scene and lots of remote job opportunities, especially as more people move here from larger cities to escape the high cost of living. So whether you're looking for corporate jobs, remote jobs, flexibility, or a city that can give you access to leadership opportunities without the big city headaches, Cincinnati makes a very compelling case. Number 3, commute and traffic. Because commute times can make or break your quality of life, Cincinnati's average commute is about 24 minutes, and most suburban commutes are under 30. Even with occasional highway backups or bridge traffic, you're not dealing with soul-crushing delays like you might in the bigger metros. Columbus, on the other hand, is a little more spread out, and with a lot of the job centers located around outer bank suburbs like New Albany or Polaris, people living farther out are starting to feel the traffic crunch. Commute times there are creeping into the 35 to 40 minute range depending on where you live and work. Both cities rely heavily on cars. Public transportation exists, but it's not a major factor unless you're living and working downtown. So if you want to avoid a long, frustrating drive and get a little more time back in your day, Cincinnati has the edge in this one. Number 4, neighborhoods and lifestyle. This is where Cincinnati really starts to shine. If you want walkable, historic charm, check out Hyde Park, Mount Lookout, or Oakley. These neighborhoods are beautiful, established, and filled with local coffee shops, parks, and great restaurants. If you're into that vibrant downtown lifestyle, Over the Rhine gives you nightlife, art, music, food, and some of the most architecturally rich streets in Ohio. Or if you prefer a suburban feel with great schools, look into places like Mason, Westchester, Loveland, or Anderson Township. These areas offer spacious homes, quiet streets, and strong community vibes, and they're all within 30 minutes of downtown. Now, Columbus has some great neighborhoods too, places like German Village, Short North, Bexley, or Dublin, but home prices tend to be much higher, traffic can be heavier, and the pace can feel a little more spread out and corporate. In Cincinnati, there's just something more grounded about the lifestyle. It's more personal and more connected, and easier to access no matter what phase of life you're in. Number 5, the education and schools. If you're moving with kids, let's talk schools, because this might be one of the biggest factors in your decision. Cincinnati suburbs are loaded with top-tier public schools. Mason City Schools is one of the best districts in the entire state. Indian Hill, Sycamore, Loveland, and Madeira are all A-rated and offer strong academics, extracurriculars, and college prep programs. You'll also find amazing private schools like Moeller, Ursuline, Seven Hills, and CHCA. Columbus has strong schools too, especially in places like Dublin, Olentangy, and Upper Arlington. But in many cases, homes in these districts come at a much higher premium. Plus, you may need to deal with more traffic, newer developments, and less mature infrastructure. So if you want great schools and more home for your money, Cincinnati gives you more flexibility. Number 6, entertainment and fun things to do. Do you want a place where you can enjoy your nights and weekends too? Cincinnati's food scene is top-notch. We've got fine dining like Soto, Boca, and Jeff Ruby's, and we've got some of the best hole-in-the-wall barbecue, Vietnamese, Mexican, and Italian food anywhere in the Midwest. We're also home to Kings Island, a world-class amusement park that's basically in our backyard. Do you love sports? We've got the Bengals, Reds, and FC Cincinnati with one of the most passionate soccer fan bases in the country. And the festival scene is non-stop. Oktoberfest, Blank, Taste of Cincinnati, Cincy Beer Fest, you name it. Columbus definitely has fun things to do, especially with Ohio State in the mix, but Cincinnati blends big city excitement with small town charm, and you get the best of both worlds. Number 7, buying a home in Cincinnati versus Columbus. If you're planning to buy a home, especially if you're looking to relocate with a family or looking to put down long-term roots, there are some important differences between Cincinnati and Columbus that go beyond just price. In Cincinnati, you'll find more established neighborhoods with mature trees, sidewalks, top-rated schools, and a strong sense of community. Places like Mason, Loveland, and Montgomery are all extremely popular with families, not just for their schools, but because they're places for kids riding their bikes on the street, neighbors know each other, and life is filled with sports, cookouts, and community events. Columbus also has great suburbs like Dublin, New Albany, and Upper Arlington, but home prices in those areas have climbed significantly higher and competition is intense. You may find yourself needing to compromise on space or commute time just to get into a good school. Another big difference is the layout and feel. Columbus is more spread out and heavily suburbanized, while Cincinnati has a better balance between city urban living and suburban neighborhoods, and family-friendly communities that are still close to everything. And finally, Cincinnati just feels more grounded. It's not trying to be flashy, it's focused on livability, long-term comfort, and getting families room to breathe without pricing them out. If you're looking for a place that feels like home from day one, with schools, safety, and support all within reach, Cincinnati is going to check more boxes for you. So, Cincinnati or Columbus, both are great Ohio cities, but if you're looking for affordability, neighborhood charm, top schools, low traffic commute, and a place where you can actually enjoy your lifestyle, Cincinnati might just be the better fit. If this sounds like what you're looking for, let's talk. I'd love to help you map out your move and see if Cincinnati is the right fit for you. You can call or text me, or you can use the link in the description below to schedule a free one-on-one relocation strategy session with me. We'll talk about your goals, your timeline, and your budget, and I'll help you make a plan that works for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.